The Voice of One Overcomers Club presents a 15-minute feature, Kingdom Drive, designed to teach, mobilize, and liberate, to turn the hearts of the fathers to the children and the hearts of the children to the fathers, to make ready a people prepared for effective and efficient living in today's society as the salt and light to which we have been called, leaders and not chameleons. Be it resolved, the heart of our problem is a problem of the condition of the human heart. Join us every first, third, and fifth Thursday at 3:15 p.m. Contact us at 679-6747 or write to us at PO Box 2295, Shogunas. Good afternoon, listeners. Well, it's that time of the year again when most of us want to turn our streets into a rum street, according to the advertisement. And based on that, I would like to touch on a very important issue, the issue of substance use and addiction. Now, the challenge of substance use and addiction is as deep as it is wide. And I will not be able to give you sufficient in-depth, vitally important information for you to consider in my allotted time. However, you can contact us at 679-6747 for more information, in-depth discussion and counseling that will facilitate victory over addiction. We provide personalized mentorship on this journey of recovery. To make drugs an end in itself, a means of self-indulgence, or an escape from realities of life is to be in a state of delusionary bliss. Can a man take fire into his bosom and his clothes not be burnt? My heart feels the pain of the addicted, afflicted, and vulnerable, who are desirous of liberation, which thus far seems to elude them. As an overcomer, I can help. I have walked that road. Consider this. When someone is sick, for that person to be accurately treated, the physician must first determine what the root cause of the displayed symptoms is. Isn't that right? Now, at times diagnosing can be easy, other times it could be difficult. However, irrespective of what, the root cause of the symptoms must be identified and killed. Do you agree? Now, do you need help for yourself or someone with an addiction problem? Then you should contact us at the National Center for Learning and Psychosocial Support. Our services provide change where it matters most, in the heart. So how does one become addicted? Various methods are strategically utilized. However, irrespective of the methods, the root source of the influence, the initiation is the same. The curious or unsuspecting is doped into believing that smoking, drinking, and gambling is normal. It's acceptable, and it's a sign of prestige and a way of having a good time. This delusion is commonly promoted via peers, concerts, television, and movies by attractive, successful, healthy-looking characters, using products containing very addictive, destructive substances containing THC, alcohol, and nicotine. The negative impact drug use have on health, education, work, and relationship is never highlighted. And the goal of the provider, which is your self-destruction, is not at all recognized in the initial stages. The issue of addiction cannot be denied as a source of serious moral problems in our society. To deny this, in my humble opinion, is to be mentally unstable. Addiction negatively affects all stratas of our society, including those who are providing the avenues and commodities for persons to be addicted. Reflect Matthew 18:7. Woe to the world because of offenses, for offenses must come, but woe to that man by whom the offenses comes. We as a society have lost quite a lot of our fathers and the young men who have fallen prey to destructive mediums of the evil one and his human agents. The human agent wants to become rich by any means necessary, and the evil one wants the destruction of the soul, and so promotes and glorifies the lust of the flesh. Illegal drugs like marijuana and crack cocaine, and legal drugs that contain alcohol and nicotine are very common in our culture, and has become a tightrope around the necks of many of our citizens. And to further make it socially acceptable, specifically targeting our children, it is promoted on clothes, drinking utensils, bumper stickers, and songs, penetrating the very heart of our society. It is evident that our young people are surrounded by drug and drug users in their communities and schools. And in my humble opinion, most programs that proposes to help solve the problems, like drugs, sexuality, and bullying, are programs established on the principles of Joseph Fletcher's situation ethics. It may be well-meaning, but it is wrong. Fletcher, as an abortion supporter, states clearly that decision-making should be based upon the circumstances of the given situation. Just reflect on this perspective for a few seconds. What did you come up with? Is it right? Absolutely. Or right by compromising truth? My heart feels the pain experienced by the addicted in their struggles to overcome. It reaches out with love and understanding towards the mother who is crying out for her addicted child. I know that pain. I have caused such pain. Once, many moons pass, I once walked that road. Whatever I did was to acquire drugs. It was as if I could not have functioned without the drugs. I needed one to get me courageous and identifiable, and I needed another to calm me down. Drug use was the most important thing in my life. I know now that I was not only hurting myself, but I was destroying relationships with family members and others who cared for me. I know now that drug use was not for partying, enjoying the effects on my mind, or just escaping reality. I was fighting a demon that has turned me into a person only a mother's love could have recognized. Addiction, in my humble opinion, is one of the most destructive demons in the lives of the family members of the addicted person. What started off as experimentation and occasional smoke at parties to fit in with associates almost ruined my life. As I moved from one drug to another, from small doses to larger doses, to combination of doses. Drug use at that time seemed to be glamorous and was so glorified. It seemed to provide heightened companionship and pleasure while being hypnotic and intoxicating. It was a deep illusion, a placebo euphoric state, a fruit of its initiation. The truth about addiction: addicts are in a zombified state, opened to demonic oppression or possessions, and that is the reality. Irrespective of the statements made in ignorant bliss, like it works for me. Knowingly or unknowingly, addicts give over their willpower, their emotions, and their soul to be possessed by demons. There are times they may get flashes of the darkness that they are in, and they will see the truth, the downward spiral of their life, tightly fitted with shame, guilt, false pride, dishonesty, immoral behavior. It will all be revealed to the individual. These are actually battle times between God angels and Satan demons, a conscious struggle to be free. But with everything, wrong tools, wrong attitudes, defeat will always be the result. So, the addicted remains subjected to demonic influences, which they have allowed to take over, to take control. This type of soul sleeping, a type of death, it's like being twice dead in fact, surrounded by your runners and your objects of pleasure. These are the other demon-possessed persons in your feast of charity, banqueting with you, deceitfully and fearlessly, foaming like the rough seas, their own shameful behavior, piling up more shame and dirt within the reality of a sunless gloom, where your light and their light is extinguished, placing you in a perceived hopeless situation, a place of no return, without the scars of a journey filled with deception, deceit, fraud, and all manner of evil. What a state of ignorant bliss. Being addicted is being spiritually dead, enduring, experiencing suffering and enslavement, serving drugs as your God. Drug becomes your idol, and idol worship is wrong. In such a messed up state, the addicted person is dying on the inside, but blames others for not caring about the consequences of their decisions. Drug use brings with it several consequences, the worst of which is the individual losing their soul. Is there someone you would like and love to see overcome their addiction, regain right relations, become alive and resilient? Then Project Hope is for that individual and their family members. This journey to reconciliation, recovery, and wholeness is not going to be easy. But it is amazing, truly amazing, what happens when you are delivered, supported, and mentored to the state of resilience. Considering giving a gift? Give hope, wrapped in love. In the last week of December 2017, Project Hope, which facilitates new beginning for afflicted family members and the addicted individuals, will be initiated to provide an opportunity for the addicted, afflicted, and vulnerable to be transformed from rejects to cornerstones, from failures to achievers, from devalued individuals to individuals knowing their true self-worth through God's power, love, and grace. You are welcomed to be a part of this drive to secure total and complete victory over addiction. No longer would you be a recovering addict. Your confession would be, Jesus Christ has set me absolutely free of addiction. Any man in Christ is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. Contact us for more information, for giving the gift of new beginnings, for someone challenged by addiction. Be a conduit of hope. Facilitate new beginnings. The Voice of One Overcomers Club presents a 15-minute feature, Kingdom Drive, designed to teach, mobilize, and liberate, to turn the hearts of the fathers to the children and the hearts of the children to the fathers, to make ready our people prepared for effective and efficient living in today's society as the salt and light to which we have been called, leaders and not chameleons. Be it resolved, the heart of our problem is a problem of the condition of the human heart. Join us every first, third, and fifth Thursday at 3:15 p.m. Contact us at 679-6747 or write to us at PO Box 2295, Shogunas.